Thank you, Mayor Barney. Let's take just a quick couple of minutes per candidate to come up and introduce yourself and tell us what you're about, who you are, before we get into the questions. And I've got a little list here, and we'll just go down the list. Emily, would you like to start?
Thank you so much for being here, and thank you the Chamber for hosting this. I really appreciate the opportunity. I'm Emelina Turley, and I was born in Arizona, traveled around for a little while, and returned in '87, graduated from Mountain View, and went on to Phoenix College to get a degree as a legal secretary. I'm a paralegal, so I'm in the legal field. I'm able to work from home mainly, unless we're in court, and that's a blessing to me and my family. My husband's a software developer, and we have 8 children, and I've been serving in the community for some time and just want to help serve and keep Queen Creek a great place. Thank you.
Thank you, Emily. How about Larry Chesley?
I have to laugh at Ward because I have a picture of Ward and myself when he was a Cub Scout and I was a bishop. I'm Lucky Chesley. My friends call me Lucky. Most of you got a card. I was a prisoner of war in Vietnam for 7 years, and I've been very highly decorated. I've lived in Queen Creek for 8 years. I lived in Gilbert for 24 years before that. I was your state senator. When I was a state senator, I was Queen Creek's state senator. But I think pictures show way more than words. 1,000 words per picture, I'm going to go quick. NFIB, anyone know what that means? It says, this award is presented to Larry Chesley for having worked effectively to preserve the future of free enterprise and small businesses. This one is the Small Business Advocate Award, same basic thing that the Arizona Council of Economic Conversion. This is a committee that Symington put me on. It was called the Private Enterprise Review Board to see what we could do to help in the small businessman. I served in lots of community things. I was in the military, this combined federal campaign, but I also worked at Phoenix, Mesa, and Chandler United Ways while I was younger. I'm also an Eagle Scout, but this is an award from the Scouts. I spoke at one of their national conventions a few years ago. I guess one more. Got to show you one more, because this one's the most important. This is Jeff Grosskopf, Carol Springer, Fi Symington, myself, and Bob Burns. Carol and Bob were the chairman of the Appropriations Committee. Jeff and I were the vice chairman of the Appropriations Committee. The thing that Governor Symington has in his hand is an award from a national organization for best budgeting practices that we had in our legislature. So I have some background in how to read budgets and things like that. I've run before, I've lost before, I've run before, I've won before. I just feel like I would like to serve in the town of Queen Creek. Julia wasn't going to run, and so that's why I got in the race, and now we're both running.
Thank you, Larry. Councilmember Gadd.
Great, thank you very much. We appreciate it. Thank you to the Chamber for hosting this event. I think this is the only one scheduled where all of the candidates have an opportunity to be side by side. So thank you for hosting us. Thank you to my colleagues here for being on the stage with us. Every one of us that is here is trying to serve in Queen Creek, and I think that that's a really important thing. You know, we're a small town, a community. This is not a high glamour kind of a job. We really just want to see Queen Creek be a beautiful place for the future. So with that, my name is Jason Gadd. I'm running for re-election this year. I've been a council member now for the last 2 years, having been appointed in 2012. I've been a resident in Queen Creek with my family for 10 years. Hard to believe, but we moved here in 2004. I'm a former military officer myself, and I've always believed in serving our country and our community. And so in 2008, I went through the Citizen Leadership Program to try to become involved and volunteer in the various functions of our local government. I served as the chairman of our town center committee, as well as a commissioner with our Planning and Zoning Commission for several years before being afforded the opportunity to join the town council. I've worked hard every single day since being appointed to really push forward what I see as the right path for local government, which is really around limited, transparent, and honest government, responsible spending of every taxpayer dollar, and pushing for economic growth and development in Queen Creek. I think that that is key and critical for our future. It's what all of you are involved in, providing the goods and services to our residents. That's what our community is looking for. It enables you to make a profit, which is a good thing, and it enables people to have services, destinations, and be able to stay here local, work, play, and shop. So with that, looking forward to the questions, and thank you very much for the time.
Thank you, Councilman. Vice Mayor?
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Dawn Elefante, and where do I begin? I won't take too long, but I am born and raised Arizona. I did move up to Oregon for a few years where I went to college. My husband and I went to college up there, so I received a bachelor's degree up there. We moved back here to Arizona, and I went on to obtain a master's degree. About 9 years ago, my husband and my two young children at the time moved out here to Queen Creek, and we've been here ever since. I worked full-time for the city of Tempe for about 19 years, so I was a government employee. I was ready to transition working in the corporate world way far away from here to really getting involved in my community, so that's what I did. I joined the chamber several years ago, so I know many of you from being a chamber member here. I have the opportunity to be an independent distributor for a wellness company, so that allows me to work from home. I also sit on 2 PTO boards. My children are now in 2 separate schools, so I volunteer my time into the school district with the kiddos. And I've been on council for the last 4 years. The last year, I've had the honor of being your vice mayor here for the town, and I've really enjoyed that. That's opened up a lot of opportunities and has allowed me to meet a lot more people, so I appreciate that. And just looking forward to running for re-election, giving you my time for another 4 years, and we'll see where that takes us. So thanks again for being here. I look forward to your questions.
Thank you, Ms. Elefante. Kyle Robbins.
Thank you for this opportunity. My name is Kyle Robinson. I've been an Arizona resident since '91 and a Queen Creek resident since 2004. I started serving on different committees here in Queen Creek, Transportation Committee, EMS Fire Safety Committee, Finance Committee, and then since 2010 on the Planning and Zoning Commission. Pretty much my life has, I think, been surrounded by service between family and church and community. That's what I've spent a significant amount of my time when I'm not doing the thing that gets in the way, which is working. I work for Orbital Sciences, and I've previously been employed by TRW Automotive for 17 years here locally as a manager and supervisor, handling multiple labs and assisting in multiple areas outside of our state, Chihuahua, Mexico, Cookeville, Tennessee. I spent a couple years in Thailand. My school, I got a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering from Brigham Young University, and I've lived a lot of time in California, Utah, Arizona, and it's been a very interesting experience and a lot of opportunities. But I have enjoyed serving here in the community, and I'd like to be able to continue serving. I'm currently the Eagle Specialist in our area, so it's really neat working with assets to society, and I've enjoyed doing that, and I'll probably continue doing that as time progresses. But thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you, Mr. Robinson. Councilmember Lee.
Thank you, Mr. Nichols. I appreciate this opportunity. I appreciate the chamber hosting this for us, and I appreciate you being here to be more informed business owners and residents. But I appreciate opportunities like this because when we come together, we discuss ideas. We come up with great ideas, and so I love, and I value those ideas coming from those that are sitting here beside me. And I'm looking forward to seeing those come to fruition in the future. A little bit about me: I'm a Arizona native and born and raised here. I got my bachelor's degree in legal studies and criminal justice. I have been pursuing a master's in public administration. My family, my husband and I, sitting on the front row, we moved to Queen Creek. It's been about 7 years now, and we fell in love with it. There's so many things to offer, so many I could list. And I have loved living here. Part of my reason for wanting to run for council in the first place was I wanted to give back. I wanted to contribute to my community. I was happy with the direction it was going. I wanted to continue to see that we were making it a family-friendly place, a great place for businesses, a great place you want to raise your family. So I've appreciated my tenure here on council. I'm looking forward to another 4 years if I'm elected, and I'd like to see the ideas that we come up with here take place. And there's a lot about Queen Creek that I love, and I'm looking forward to having that happen in the future. And that's a little bit about me, and I'm looking forward to hearing your ideas as well.